good, everybody? What's up? We are back on a Thursday night, and of course, we're going to get back into it, talking some more House of the Dragon Season 3. We're going to be talking about who did it better, and I can't wait to see the opinions of two of the best in the crew. We got AK Nays Valerian. What's happening? How you doing tonight?
What's going on? I am here, still trying to not be perturbed in the aftermath of the storm tomfoolery. But yeah, we're here to talk some more dragons. Let's get into it.
Absolutely, and we got him back. He was here before. We bringing him back again. Denmas 90. What's up, Denard? How we doing tonight?
Good, pretty good here, and I'm queer, and we saw some good old white North on fucking.
I did it the right way.
A proper northern fucking.
Absolutely, that's how we get. Hey, the North remembers. That's all I'm saying. The North remembers. They know how to do it, and they're not gonna forget. Get your pegging on. What's up, Jay Cruz? I see you out there. Oh, tonight we're just gonna talk a little bit about House of Dragon Season 3, what we thought about it, and see a few things, who we thought did it better, who was the better in their position. But we were just talking a little bit about backstage about Denard has also read the books, and he has a few opinions on how things are going to change and what's going to happen. And we were wondering how Aegon, now that he has been out to Harrenhal, how he's getting back to King's Landing and over the Blackwater Rush. I mean, does he have any options? What's going to stop him from doing it?
Is Broken Dragon?
Yeah.
Like, how is he flying? And the crash landing is fantastic, but how is he even getting in the air?
And also, how does he propose to get Aemon there? Because we still don't know. Vhagar is still MIA, and we don't know where she's at. Sunfire could barely carry him and fly straight. Is he going to be able to carry both? I don't think so.
Nice. Exactly.
And where is Vhagar?
In Harrenhal somewhere. Glamored.
Right, that's what I think. Somewhere hidden, cloaked by Alice.
That's where AK and I have kind of been. We think Alice is in on it, and it's hidden in the depths of Harrenhal. How you feel about all that?
Oh, no, definitely, because where else would she be, right? She's big. She's a jumbo jet. Like, how do you hide a jumbo jet?
Exactly. Now, granted, we did see her, like, laying in the grass the one time, and you had to get right up on her, and she was nice and camouflaged, but still, sooner or later, I mean, people are looking. They are combing the skies. They are looking the grounds. Like, you got dragons on dragons flying over, and nobody's seen nothing. It's got to be in the depths of Harrenhal. What else could it be?
The largest dragon in the game right now, and she ain't been seen
She
nowhere?
hasn't been seen.
That don't make sense.
What do you think about the combination between the Rhaena and Nettles character, Denard?
Pisses me off, because why not just have her? Because now she's disconnected from the dragon anyway, so why not just had Nettles?
Exactly. I mean, you got to pay another actor, and it gives the actress Rhaena, it gives them something to do. But it was an issue in GOT too. Yeah. I still can't see it.
Rhaena had her own storyline, though. That's why I don't understand this. There was still things for her to do.
Yeah.
I think Vhagar's as creeped out by Alice as I am. I'd leave too. Shit.
See, here's the thing with that, and I was only just thinking about this yesterday. Vhagar isn't new to witchy type shit.
No,
because Visenya, what was quote unquote rumored.
She practiced in the dark arts,
like we know Visenya. Yeah, she was into the dark arts.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure she got her letter to Hogwarts very early on.
And once she couldn't fight anymore, she got even more into the dark arts.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't think that just the strength of the magic at Harrenhal would be enough to make Vhagar just leave her rider, because she would know absolutely he is not dead. He's on the fuzzy brain obia juice that Alice is feeding him, but he's still alive. A dragon is never going to leave their rider like that.
Yeah.
Especially one as battle hardened and seasoned as Vhagar.
Do we think they're even going to get away from Harrenhal, or is maybe Daemon going to make his way to Harrenhal, and we're just going to get our battle over the God's Eye right then and there?
I think so. I think at some point they may just keep him there, because where else? Because to take him anywhere else is
kind of redundant.
It's kind of redundant because again, Vhagar's a ginormous dragon and will just decimate wherever they are. So that will change everything in the story.
And basically, the only thing he did is he left, got Alice. Spoiler alerts, but we always be spoiling over here. But basically, he just left, gets Alice pregnant, and then comes back and meets Damon. So he doesn't have to leave to do that. Like they can just stay where they're at and make all that happen. So
okay, random thought. What if Smeagol never actually gets to leave Harrenhal?
And everything happens there.
I think he kind of has to. I could see Rhaenyra coming there, but
in our brain he has to, because in the story we know he does. But what if that was just another fill-in propaganda thing?
They could kind of
keep him in the game longer, because if he's gonna stay, he's probably gonna have to stay at least one night there, and that would give Alice enough time to go in and concoct some new brew and start poisoning him also.
Put him in the dream realm. Everything that happened to Dragonstone could very well just happen right there at Harrenhal.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be that far out of the realm, and might be easier for him set-wise to do. So it could happen.
But does that change things with Baela?
Change things with Baela?
Because at one point,
go ahead.
No, go ahead.
For how her storyline is going right now, I don't think it would need to change drastically like that. The thing that would change is how Rhaenyra is taken out.
Yes.
Not really, because the same thing could happen. Just instead of happening on Dragonstone, it would just happen on Harrenhal.
Well, what reason
Sunfire's right there.
Go to Harrenhal though? Well, yeah, Sunfire's right there, but why would when Rhaenyra leaves King's Landing? That's one thing I don't.
Because she finds out that Aegon's there.
King's Landing. I don't think she would. I don't think she would go over there.
Well, because the whole thing is a sneak attack. The whole thing is because it's a sneak attack. Because she doesn't know he's there.
Right. But if she could go there, because she said, as soon as I win in Tumbleathon, I'm going to go find Aegon and kill him myself. It wasn't a pretty victory, but it kind of was.
She would have to know that he was there, and if I don't think anybody knows. I don't think anybody knows that he was going there. So if he is trapped there by Alice, she would have no reason to go over there.
Other than maybe,
and when she's escaping King's Landing, she's supposed to go to Dragonstone, and I think that's where she'll go. But it just won't be Aegon that does her in.
It could be. They could do anything, but they could say, okay, have Aegon tell Alice to send a raven to King's Landing to let her know that I'm here and she can come get me, and you'll not tell her, and you can sneak attack her here. I could just see him doing any crazy thing like that.
Yeah.
She wouldn't go there by herself though.
Well, if Daemon, that's what I'm saying. She would come with Daemon. Her and Daemon would show up. And maybe more dragons, but her and Daemon would show up. And that's how maybe Daemon and Aegon get to the battle over the God's Eye.
That could be.
And then down on the ground, what happens to Rhaenyra from the surprise and his little golden half.
What do you think?
That sounds too messy.
What's that?
That sounds too messy.
Really? I thought it kind of tied it up in a nice little bow. You got everybody there at the fight between Aemon and Daemon has to happen in Harrenhal anyway. Now you can just bring Rhaenyra out there and have what happens to her and Aegon go down, and you're all right there in one spot, get it done and over with, and they can move on, not have to move sets. I could see it.
I don't think at this point in time she would leave Joffrey. Right now, he's her last heir. Well, there are the two tiny ones, but they're not gonna be factored in.
The way that we
much, I don't think. At least not until the very, very end. She's gonna keep Joffrey as close to her as she can, which means to me, I don't see her flying off to Harrenhal.
Maybe
to be reckless like that.
The way they keep switching it up with these freaking kids.
But yeah, you're right. We can only speculate.
Yeah. Well, because everything with Joffrey happens at King's Landing.
Yeah.
So it could happen. Yeah.
Which I don't know if you both saw this, but Joffrey, you remember how Viserys said, Joffrey, he has Laenor's nose. And they show with this actor has a bit of a nose, the same thing like the actor for Laenor. So could Joffrey actually be one of Laenor's actual kids?
Wouldn't that be so? I didn't hear anything about that. That'd be kind of crazy.
Yeah.
I haven't heard about that. That would be interesting.
Yeah.
I would wonder what that makes me wonder is like, how would they reveal that?
Yeah.
Do we get
just those little details?
Do we get another appearance from Laenor season 4? Does he make a comeback?
At this point, go for it.
I mean, because that's one thing I think me and DJ have always theorized. Like, we did not see the body.
Well, Laenor's alive for sure. He's off across the water. I just don't understand how his dragon accepted another rider. Like that.
I think because I think he released sea smoke.
Man, I don't know.
Well, the theory that I thought they were going to go with was that when Aegon and Viserys are on the boat heading over to when they get cornered by the pirates, basically. So one of the kids gets on this dragon, Stormcloud, and flies away. Then the other one is kidnapped. Well, I was wondering, was Laenor be the one that kid would save the boys and bring the other one to Essos? That's what I thought they were going to go.
That'd be amazing.
That's what I thought they were going to go, but they ended up not going.
I like that. That would be like the perfect way to bring that kid back, and it's Laenor that pops up with him.
Yep. That's what I thought that's what I thought they were gonna go. But then when we never seen the kids ever again, I was like, okay, they're not touching that.
Or maybe they did get over there and he ends up being the one watching them or whatever. Mm-hmm. And they tie that in next season. So many ways they could go with this. I'm excited because they're flipping the script already. So whatever they change,
and if the kid that he ends up grabbing, if that does end up being his, they have dark hair.
His hair.
Genetics. Well, genetics are funny like this. Like, we know that Antonisi was supposed to have the Baratheon black hair, but for whatever their reasons, they changed it to the Valyrian color. But that's still in her genes.
And Darren has
passed down. He does, but
silver.
It still could come out later. Genetics are wild like that.
You never know. Aegon is supposed to witness it too. Plus, it's supposed to spark up the crowd to raid the dragon pit. So
wait, witness what?
Aegon is supposed to witness.
What are you referring to there, Jake?
When they're coming up and trying to charge up on King's Landing.
When the charge at King's Landing happened, he was at Dragonstone.
So like because only the younger one that actually was just barely old enough to ride a dragon. He tried to run out, and didn't he ran out and jumped on Syraxis.
And jumped in, and jumped on Syrax. And Syrax was like, bitch, who the fuck are you?
What are you doing?
Which knowing the relation.
I feel like that's really weird because Vhagar recognized both Elena's kids.
Yeah.
So why would Syrax not automatically know this was her?
He was a little too strong.
Is Syrax a boy or a girl? Why. I think Syrax is a boy.
Because he was a little too strong. That's why.
Because the kid was a little too strong. Yeah. He was like, oh no, I can't handle this right now.
There's a difference between Targaryen and Valyrian blood and Targaryen and strong blood.
He's a little too strong. Yeah. R/Woosh. I did miss that. Mm-hmm. So you got that one. You got me right there. Hey. But we do see a reasoning though that Syrax would have recognized who this kid is. So why would it buck back like that? Yeah, it's like Manly's. Manly's also knew who Antonisi's kids were, never tried to harm him or anything, and Syrax would feel that Rhaenyra was down, and if he came to claim her, or tried to, just, hey, let me help out real quick. Let's do this. It's weird that Cyrax rejected him like that.
Yeah, that always bothered me. Now seeing the relationship that Rhaenyra has with those boys, that scene doesn't make quite much sense.
It's very strange.
Yeah.
Which makes me think that's a change that we're going to see.
Okay.
Yeah.
Rhaenyra's downfall. Yeah, but that's supposed to happen at Dragonstone.
Yeah, exactly. It's supposed to happen at Dragonstone.
Not at King's Landing.
And it happens at Dragonstone because when she escapes King's Landing, she gets to Dragonstone and sees that Smeagol has been posted up there like the whole time since he's been burnt.
Oh, well, I'm sure we're going to get a few more things sparked as we go on, but we're going to get it started on who did it better and try to get some opinions and see what y'all thought on how they got it done and got it in. So let's get it in. We're going to start it off with, I don't know, maybe it's a tough one, maybe it's an easy one. We'll see what you think. But who was the better hand, Otto or Corlys? We'll let Denard start this one off. What's up, Uncle C or Otto? Who got it done? Who was a better hand?
Damn. Well, the way I want to say Uncle C, but the way that he's been moving, not quite. I think Otto was a better hand.
Yeah, I think I have the same assessment. Like you got to put an asterisk next to Uncle C's name on this one because while you were making some good moves in the beginning, you let your grievances get in the way of you properly doing your job.
Yeah.
Which is random as fuck because again, and I love that it was Alan that told him this, like, bro, you could have handled this shit many moons ago when we were starving on the street and you ain't do that. You could have handled this shit before Auntie Nisi even died because she smacked you upside your fucking head and was like, why the fuck were they even out there this long? You should have brought them home immediately. 2 houses that we know do not, well, 3 actually that we know that do not throw away their bastards all willy-nilly. Dorne, the North, and the Targaryens. So this is like wholly, completely out of pocket. Auntie Nisi was at, look who's awake. Look who's awake now. Phantom, get your ass in here, bro.
You see who I'm texting?
So this is and this is why that I'm putting that asterisk next to Uncle C's name because on principle #Team Black for Life, I want to say Uncle C, but in the grand scheme of things, taking in the whole picture, Otto was the better hand.
Agreed.
I mean, Otto was sitting across a table from Daemon, calling him, talking about his dead wife to his face, like right after it happened. Like,
you
no
can say
remorse.
a whole lot about Otto, but what you can also say is he had the balls to do the shit.
He was a politician. He was a politician.
A strong one. When it comes to the espionage and the back alley deal and all that, he was a masterclass on it.
He made it happen. Absolutely got it in. So I think we're all in agreement there. It's like Otto wasn't nothing nice. He was not my favorite, but he didn't let the petty creep in. He got the job done. He let it absolutely get done. Oh, man, I thought that one was going to be a little bit tougher, so I tried to drop in a super, what I would think easy one is, but we'll see. Maybe we got we'll let you go book-wise or show-wise. But who is the better Maester of Whispers, Mysaria or Larys?
Larys. I don't even need to think about that one.
Yeah, but it's Larys.
I will always give credit where credit is due. And in like the first couple seasons when she was introduced, she was doing the do. She had the shit on lock. Like she knew to have different residences and make it seem like she was at one residence more than she was the other. So she escaped that assassination attempt when her house got lit on fire because she knew not to be there. When shit was going down all around Flea Bottom, she was locked in, helping to coordinate all that shit.
She went head to head with Otto.
Yeah, exactly. And won. She was able to evade him for a very, very long time. And then we get to this shit and, she's actually given the accolades, because of what she did that earned her that station. And she's been crying like the whole time when she was around Daemon. Like, bitch, what the fuck do you take me for? A fool or blah, blah, blah. And she just let that shit go to her head.
Yep, that's what I would say definitely was Masaria's problem, is she could have actually been greater than Laris, but she let the palace take over her sensibilities, and she stopped moving as swiftly as she used to.
And I love that Lady Sylvie read her ass for
Yep.
filth. Like, bitch, you actually used to be on point. That why the fuck you think we respected you? Okay, you knew how to stick and move where and when you needed to stick and move, and you ain't doing that no more. You actually over here looking at this throne like you could wear the crown and sit on it, but bitch, a hoe is a hoe is a hoe.
Yep.
Getting caught.
Like you used to be a useful hoe, but now you not.
That's the crazy part. Like,
right. Like, what made you think you had any path like that? I don't care if you fuck Damon. I do not care that you was fucking Rhaenyra right then. What the fuck made you think you could actually be on that chair?
Exactly.
You don't even have a bastard name.
You shouldn't be standing at the foot of that chair, much less getting any closer. Like, what?
You should be happy that you were in the fucking building at all.
Incredible. Absolutely incredible.
Get the fuck out of here.
So even, I mean, maybe the book Massaria might have had, like the White Worm might have had a shot, but Larry's was, I mean, this man had the balls to take the king. I mean, he said, hey, I'm playing for keeps all the way to the top. So you can't be mad at that. Oh, let's get back into one that is definitely a little tougher. Who was the more mischievous, troublemaking second brother, Aemon or Daemon?
Oh, Daemon. Daemon moved in a way that he just knew he was a badass, right? And he just knew very much well who he was. Aemon, on the other hand, we're now seeing it. We're seeing him without his dragon, without this mega ship behind him. He turned back into a little boy again, and with his mom and with his major mommy issues, like that definitely put it front and center.
I see Jake's out there agreeing with you. I'm going to say I disagree. What's up, AK? What do you think?
What did the 5 fingers say to the face? Slap. I'm alive, bitch. And immediately after all these years of honing himself to be the sharpest blade and be a badass, you let yourself get knocked back into the pink dread.
Absolutely.
And you did it so quickly. And also, again, you got to look at the stats properly on this. Is Aemon capable? Yes. Is he a good fighter? Yes. Can he work a little bit of spycraft? Also, yes. However, what he has not done is half the shit that Daemon's done.
Oh, I don't know. I disagree. I thought I got the names wrong. It was Fandom that agrees with Denard. It looks like Jake agrees with me. This man literally set the king, his brother, on fire. They're trying to kill this man 2 or 3 times now. Like that, Daemon never tried to kill the king or his brother. Like that is on a whole nother level. Like that passes mischievous just a raw dog. Like, are you kidding me? I think Aemon is by far the worst in that aspect. But my opinion, but I'm with Jake on this one. The man burned his brother. Like turned on him in midair in the war and said, I'm going to be king now. This is mine. I'm taking everything. Daemon, in the end, out of all the shit he pulled, in the end, you know what? Always bent the knee to Viserion. What's up?
No. You are right. Yeah, I will stand corrected on that. Daemon was a menace, but he was kind of, I don't want to say jovial, because he wasn't doing the shit for, I mean, he's petty like that, and we love a good petty. And he was petty in some of his actions, and it was funny. So of course we'll look at it like, okay, I mean, that was fucked up, Daemon, but you did that shit. But yeah, he would never think of offing Viserys at all, and they argued quite a bit. They didn't show a whole lot of that in the show, but in the books, yeah, they argued even more. Like if you thought Otto was going after him in the show, you should actually look in the books. Otto was doing literally the most to keep him out of everything, lock all of the roads, paths to any type of power for Daemon, and he still thrived. But Daemon never sought to thrive by killing his brother.
No, that's true. But also, Aemon always looked up to Daemon and wanted to be him. He literally emulated his whole look after him.
And that's honestly what I was factoring in with my first assessment.
Daemon was a pain in the ass,
and he tried to do it, and he did it in a horrible way. So yeah, I will actually change my stance on that, and I forgot about a few different things in those.
We got her, Jake. We brought one back to our side. We'll work on.
No, yeah, because those are 100% facts. Yeah, Daemon would never think of harming Viserys like that.
Aemon was crazy with his. He was absolutely nuts.
Aemon is a greedy second son. Actually, you know what? A better competition, I think, would have been between Aemon and Uncle Black and Mild. Vaemon.
Oh, Vaemon.
That would be a good one.
As the menace little brother.
Yeah. Aemon and Vaemon. Hey, listen. You're both trying to steal things that ain't yours. Settle down.
That ain't yours.
Either one of them.
Of you actively tried to kill your brother. The other one, his brother was seemingly on the deathbed, and you over here trying to usurp his seat and the heirs that he chose. Like, come the fuck on.
Don't
DJ is not Team Green. Don't mistake that.
Don't mistake that. That's just calling it.
At no point in time did he ever say that.
I just see who the bigger dog is and who's more ruthless. I actually see it. Absolutely. Oh man, boy, that's like two different questions, better or worse. But we'll go with who was a better ruler, Rhaenyra or Aegon II?
With the resources that they have, I think Rhaenyra did a better job. If she had what Aegon had, she would be unstoppable. She would be absolutely killing it.
We haven't seen it. We'd like to think that, but we
like. Yes, true. We would like to think that. Because they literally were handed what Viserys had. Like literally, it literally had what Viserys was doing. Then it literally just went right to Aegon, and technically, Aegon wasn't really being king in the first place. It was Otto and Alicent.
And Aemon.
And Aemon.
Finish up. Go ahead.
Yeah. So I'm like, that's there. I mean, so technically, was he really even being king in the first place? So did he really even get a chance to show that he could be king? But I think ultimately, in that sense, I would say Rhaenyra.
How about you, AK? What do you think about all that?
I think that I'm going to say Rhaenyra, because for about half of the reasons Daynard just listed, Aegon was never really ruling. He was getting tipsy with his friends, constantly beating his wife, sister, and assaulting her, and I don't like that. And we know that happened specifically because of that toast that Helena gave that one time. He mostly leaves you alone unless he's drunk. So I think that very much heavily implies what was happening, because we know this motherfucker's demeanor with ladies in the castle, sadly. Yeah. And he was he claims he was never taught, but he never really stood up to try to do anything. And there was maybe one time I could say he did, but he was on dumb shit. And it didn't work out. He was easily moved and sidelined to the back seat. His own mama was like, bro, just sit there and fucking eat your food, okay? You don't even got to do shit. They got it on lock. Again, this is one of the reasons why Alicent is the fucking worst mom on my list. But that's a whole discussion for another time. So, yeah, I'm going to say Rhaenyra, because even with all of the hardships, and she was working at a disadvantage from the very beginning. From the moment that she was named heir, she's been working at a disadvantage, and it got even more worse once she left and then had to come back. And what she came back to was not what Viserys had left in place with Aegon, because all that shit got screwed up and fucked up. So now she's in that aftermath and trying to solidify her right to rule, which she does have the right. Let's not forget that. but she's working at even more of a disadvantage now because there's no money because they stole it before they left. There's a whole bunch of problems that the small folk have, and the small folk of Flea Bottom are some of the fucking worst because y'all were starving and she fed y'all. But now, of course, the stocks are getting a little bit low and it's hard to replace them. But y'all over here are still, counting coppers and blaming her for a whole bunch of other shit. And y'all are in this situation because of Aegon fucking up. And also Crispy Cole, and also the remnants of Otto, and also Laris's schemes and all of that. But Rhaenyra has to put that on her shoulders now because that's what they left in the wake. And so, and she's still out there actively trying to do it.
Mm-hmm.
At least she's not letting herself be sidelined and having other people jump in and do blah blah blah. So yeah, I'm giving it to Rhaenyra. She's not doing a great job. I'm not saying, I will acknowledge that she's not doing a great job, but she is still working at a capacity that's better than him.
Yeah, and let's another element to this too is technically Aegon never really wanted to be king in the first place because he knew his dad. His dad wanted her to be queen. Like, and I wish they added in the show what he said in the books. You want me to usurp my sister's seat? Like that's what you want me to do? You want me to take that from her? Like, no, that's hers.
Didn't he say that? Him and Allison?
There was a scene like when they were in I forget where they were going, but they were in a carriage.
Bedroom, I thought. And she had to tell him, like, yes, you have to do this to kill you.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Because it's like...
Smeagol looked at Allison like, bruh, she has the right to rule. She's supposed to do that. Father already chose her. And he's known that since a very young age. That's why he was just randomly out there and wilding out and being absurd, because he knew he wasn't going to be the heir. He knew he did not have that place, and he just wanted the power and freedom and the money to do whatever the fuck he wanted to do anyway. He didn't care about ruling. He didn't want to, but they pushed him into that.
Absolutely. I would have said it was Aegon was the better ruler right up until he fired Otto. That just, okay, now you just showed out. You could have just shut up, sat back, and not done nothing and been just right. And as soon as you fired Otto, everything, you were game over.
But everything went to shit.
I mean, but that's the thing in that, though. He wasn't ruling at that point in time. Otto was literally...
I didn't say ruling. I said who was the better king. And he basically, the better king is shut up and let those who know run and do their job. And you just sit back and do what you do. And he couldn't even do that right. As awful. Like, he just couldn't help but fuck up. Absolutely ridiculous. Who was more tenacious and whiny about getting what they wanted, Corlys or Sabitha Frey?
Sabitha Frey.
Sabitha Frey.
I don't need more than 0.0001 seconds to make that choice.
She said,
he was whining from the jump.
Since before she even got the King's Landing, she was on that bridge while Jace is trying to actually talk sense to her and her damn husband over there whining about fuck shit. The Freys have been on bullshit for a very long time. This is what some folks don't understand, and it's especially shown in Dunk and Egg, and I hope we see it next season because I believe that's where the Frey ancestors come into play. And we actually see Lord Walder as a kid. And he was a snot nose. And I'm not saying that as a phrase. No, he was a literal snotty nose, bitch ass little kid. From that day, Dunk met him. And then we see how he is now in Game of Thrones. And yeah, it makes sense. And this is where that's the culmination. That's where this bitch, her genes ended up in that. So yeah. Fuck her.
I'm telling you, it's because they got because she wanted Harrenhal so bad. She went over there and it jacked her up so bad that the whole bloodline went crazy.
She was already I'm saying she was already fucked up before that. The Freys have always been on bullshit.
It just added a little bit more to it.
Nobody likes the phrase. Oh, but I don't know. I mean, Uncle C, he was supposed to be the hand of the queen. I mean, they're coming in, they're getting their throne back. They got some serious shit to do, and you're gonna whine and just leave? just walk out and just leave everything. I mean, this could be everything. Everybody might lose everything over this. The throne, the kingdom, the realm, all because you want to catch your feels about a name. Ooh, I mean, that's pretty big. Yes,
but he's on brand. He's on brand though. He's been like this from Giddy Up. He's always been about the name. He's always been about like him being slighted. He's always been about the parts of where someone does him wrong or does him dirty. And so so at least he's consistent.
I mean, but also to be fair, he is 100% correct in all of his grievances.
Correct.
Even down to his wife. You know, she got passed over because she didn't have a dick between her legs. So I'm saying, and all of these grievances compound and compound and compound. Everybody has their breaking point. I'm not saying he was right for falling back the way he did, but like Chris Rock said, you know, I ain't saying he should have did it, but I understand.
Jake said he had a bad week. The phrase "have a bad bloodline." He's taking
100%. Exactly.
It goes deep with him. Oh, who had a more beautiful dragon, Helena or Aegon?
Helena.
Oh, really? I thought somebody might say the golden dragon, but man, Dreamfire looks so.
No, the design that they did on Dreamfire.
Sick.
Yeah, that horns that she has, they did for her was absolutely stunning. Like in the color, just absolutely like you can't like.
When you know, shout out to Nikki from 1000 because she introduced me to this AI art website that me and her do challenges on that deals in like you know the shade of color that you say, you know, gets like masterfully put into a creation you're trying to make. And royal colors, you know, there's only a few shades of royal colors, like there's royal blue and royal purple. And royal purple is a very, very lovely shade of purple. It's like the perfect shade. And that's what Dreamfire is. It has that perfect royal purple. And this is also the first time we've ever seen Dreamfire. And I'm sad that we didn't get to see her like actually in the air in all of her glory.
But almost giving us just a little glimpse made us love it more.
Right, exactly. Because we already knew Dreamfire was a fucking badass dragon. We already knew that. But then to actually see what she looks like now and how Helena looked in those awesome ass threads, the drip was dripping. You know, the Dragon Rider and the dragon, they were drippy.
Yeah, when they had Helena, when they had Helena say Dracarys, I literally was like, "Oh my gosh, this was if we could have got her on top of that dragon, like just in her full glory, I would have just been like, oh my gosh, that's amazing." I
feel like she would have been fucking deadly in the
she would have been diabolical.
She ripped it.
Absolutely.
Let one of them dragons bite this neck. Yeah, lose a mouth, lose a teeth.
Exactly, you know, because Dreamfire is an older dragon too. She's not as old as Visenya or Vermithor, but she could handle her own. And just I would have loved to see her like actually in action. Had Helena, and I love the personality that they give Helena, period, because she does not have this same presence in the books.
Correct.
So them making her a dreamer and actively like on the sidelines, you know, he'll have to lose an eye, and giving all these Luna Lovegood-esque sayings in the background that makes people look at her like, bitch, what the fuck are you on? Meanwhile, all of us are clocking the tea like, bitch, say more.
Yeah. Do we also
tell
think
us what else is happening?
Right. Do we also think the reason why she didn't like to fly, like that was an excuse that she gave, right? That she doesn't really like to fly. Do we also think that her power may have just would have been even stronger had she ridden on Dreamfire more often? Like her visions were even more more precise.
I don't think it wasn't that she didn't like to fly. It just said when she got next to her dragon, it was too much.
It's too intense.
That power was way.
She also said that after her imprisonment.
True.
Because you know, like she said, like, yo, I need to see the moon. And we know that the moon is a very mystical body in the stars. Like in our real life, the tides, of our oceans are controlled by the moon. So it makes sense to me in my brain, again, tinfoil, but
same.
it's like she charges with moonlight, like when we saw her in that like live action, actually, fuck you, Blood Raven, the ink is never dry. Because if you are a bitch as strong as fucking Helena Lovegood over here, you can live action, jump in to somebody's fucking fever dream vision and talk to them in real time. We saw the shit that Bran could do. That, Helena would have been nasty.
I wish we got more of that.
Given her just a little bit more freedom in this story. Nasty as hell, and I would have loved to seen that.
Yeah.
Because then imagine how
Valyria is beastie, and so was Dreamfire.
Yeah, because imagine how Valyria was. If that's her power that she had, like imagine like so many more of them being able to do stuff like that. Like that's crazy work.
Like forget being a fucking green seer. I feel like she's a cut above that.
Yeah.
She's like that. Like I think they said like green seers are like what is it, like 1 in 100,000 of like wargs or skin changers or something or that. I feel like Helena on that level, and I think Daenerys also had it too. I think that's where her better comparison. I feel like both of them are like 1 in a million of extremely skilled green seers.
Yeah.
So you think she was just even above it? She was just straight up.
I think, but we didn't get to see, the full fruition of that because people just weren't paying attention to her. Look at this motherfucker right here.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen?
Look at this motherfucker that done popped in over here.
The brother from all the way back. We got my man JD the Dragon. He may be sideways.
Why you sideways though?
Hold on.
There you go. There you go.
What's good, brother? How you been?
Oh, I'm good. And you guys?
Good.
Bro, it's so fucking good to see your face, man. It's been far too long. Shout out to my baby niece over there, Chelsea, been doing the thing on them wrestling mats over there.
Yeah.
I know that guy. Absolutely. Been way too long. How you been, Dragon? What's up? What do you think about the season?
That was good. I'm worried about the next season because there's a lot of shit they gotta wrap up.
Yes.
And only 8 episodes?
Dude, I listened to the book the other day and I was just like, uh-oh.
Right?
Okay. There's a lot here.
What's up? You think they're gonna have to switch up the Maelor and Jaehaera and make Jaehaera the Maelor scene now?
Probably, yeah.
That's gonna be brutal. Now it's a little girl that, oh my god, it was bad enough.
But I don't know if they can do it, like, because
wait. What? Which scene? I want just to clarify. Which scene are you talking about?
When Sir Rickon had to take Sir Rickon grabbed Maelor and was trying to sneak him out, and they ended up getting got, and all the people chased him down, and they found him on the bridge and literally ripped him to shreds. Yeah, that's how Maelor dies.
Yeah, I don't think they'll do that to Jaehaera though.
That's what I'm saying.
They're gonna do that to Jaehaera because who? Okay, but then who is who? Damn it! Who's the one that actually gets crowned?
What? Aegon.
It's not.
No,
it's not Joffrey.
Oh.
What'd you ask?
Who is it that actually gets crowned and like they're married as kids?
I
feel like the way they've set it up.
Aegon
the third.
Okay, so yeah, Aegon the third. I don't think what happens to what happened in the books is going to happen to Jaehaera. I don't because I think the match is going to be with Aegon and Jaehaera.
Well, that's what it's supposed to be.
Yeah. So
will that happen? I don't know.
I see. I what else could they do though? Unless there's some other random suspect kid that we don't know about somewhere waiting in the wings. I don't see a way around
that.
Hey,
AK, do me a favor. Send the chat to Casey.
Got you.
Thank you.
Bada boom, bada bing. But yeah, I don't know. That's a weird noise. But yeah, that's I mean, the way they got to tie it up, I don't think they can. They're not really supposed to put Jaehaera into that situation. So
yeah,
Yeah, I don't know. I would hope at this point, and for TV purposes, and think that they're probably just going to cut that entire part out, because even for Game of Thrones, like literally ripping little kids to shreds with a rabid mob is pretty insane.
All right, sorry about that.
No problem. But yeah, that's an awesome scene to film, though. Like to see him get caught at the fucking inn and then like try to run out to his horse and outrun people and get tracked down by the mob on that bridge and have nowhere to go. And they close in on him on the bridge and get the like slow old lumpy lady that goes and grabs the baby and tries to claim her as hers. And they just snatch it away from her and rip it to pieces. I mean, that would be the most epic scene ever, but
it's not going to happen.
It'd be too much. Way too much.
Yeah, it's not going to happen.
Agreed.
It would be insanity. Oh my god.
There's a lot of scenes it could be insanity, man.
Oh, it's a crazy story. Absolutely. And yeah, what are they going to fit in? What are they going to cut out? I mean, who's to say? But man, I hope they don't ruin too much of it. This is going to be crazy. You know they're going to show old boy getting the shit kicked out of him. Olskin, believe that.
Yep.
Oh, well, who did you think was
Ulf better get the shit kicked out of him.
All right, I'm going to have to go sideways because my phone's about to die and my computer is dead. So, yeah.
Bro, plug in the chargers, man. What's wrong with you?
Dude, you know,
you got to start popping in here a little more often, okay? We can't have these rookie mistakes coming through, bro. What you mean?
Time, dude.
You've been out the game too long. Cut it out. And if you think people have not been asking you about you, have not been in my DMs like, yo, but where the dragon at, though? You are mistaken, sir.
Absolutely, Jake.
Ain't nobody fucking forgot about you, okay? So get your ass in here sometimes.
We just need to get a ginger ale chat to go one night on a Saturday night.
Oh yeah. So who do you think's more beautiful, Sunfire or Dreamfire?
Dreamfire.
Dream.
Easily.
Dream, yeah.
You agree, Dragon? You with the Dreamfire?
Yeah, Dream.
I mean, Sunfire is supposed to be like literally the color of the sun. Just,
I mean, well, yeah,
golden dragon would have been
he's golden. However, bro, just Dreamfire was on a whole other level, though.
Yeah.
And yeah, Jake,
just looking majestic as fuck, man.
Knowing the prophecy and the dream, he should have absolutely realized that his own daughter was a dreamer. That was kind of insane. She was young, but still, she's been talking.
That was one of my biggest problems with Viserys. Like, you've been trying to perpetrate your whole life that you were a dreamer, and you didn't notice that your daughter actually was a dreamer because she was saying random shit her whole life. How is it you were not around this girl to hear any of this? You should have recognized it immediately.
Exactly. And he's smart enough to know, and he knows the lineage and the histories enough. I muted you.
Exactly. He would have been able to hone in on that.
Sorry about that.
You're all good. Oh, it's nice to have the power, be able to control all that, and get it done. I hate the phrase always weird. Always great. Oh yeah. But yeah,
I will always be team fuck the phrase.
Exactly. But yeah, I don't understand how he didn't understand how his own daughter was a dreamer and didn't see the signs, or
because I don't believe he actually was.
You don't think he was?
You don't believe who was?
Viserys.
Viserys. I don't think Viserys was an actual dreamer.
I think across the board we all are in agreement with that, but because he thinks so highly of dreamers, he should have recognized those traits in Helena. And honestly, the only reason I could think of that he didn't is one, because, you know, outside of Rhaenyra, he was already very hands off with his kids.
With the others.
And also, Helena is a girl.
Yeah.
And I know you might want to say, well, he paid attention to Rhaenyra. Okay, but Rhaenyra was his firstborn. Rhaenyra was like the love of his life's
and it was Aemma. Yeah, it was Aemma's daughter.
Definitely daddy's little girl.
Yeah, so exactly. So he already had what he needed in Rhaenyra, and it made him very lax on paying attention to Helena, which again is another disservice to her because baby girl got that though. I feel like had she been sent to fucking Bravo, she would have been a nasty faceless man.
Yeah.
One of the best in the game.
Possibly.
What do you think, JD? Who was a better hand, Otto or Corlys?
Oh, Corlys.
Ooh, Ooh, like the
I
Koreans.
I don't like Otto, dude. Otto's a fucking snake.
Oh, absolutely. But he's a
Okay,
politician.
I mean
Most are.
he is. However, did you take all of the resumes into account? I wonder.
I mean, this whole Dance of the Dragons was perpetrated by him and Sir Christian Cole.
Facts.
So
You're
without
right,
those two whispering in Alicent's ear, I think Rhaenyra gets the throne and her brothers and sisters are around her, and we have a more powerful kingdom.
Oh, yeah.
But did he ever leave his post like Uncle C did?
No, but he had to deal with a woman that got thrust into war that didn't want war and had a bunch of betrayals going on around her.
It's a bad time to leave your post.
I mean, exactly. Yeah. That's why he shouldn't have left. I'm saying, man, all of that going on, he still left because he was in his feelings about some shit that he could have handled years ago.
Right.
But he's putting the blame on Rhaenyra.
Exactly.
Well,
like, it's your fault now because I couldn't do it when I was supposed to do it when my own wife told me to do it.
That's what I'm saying. Right. My wife told me to get this shit handled and I didn't handle it.
And I didn't.
Right. No, I get what you're saying. But that comes down to everybody trying to push the blame of something they did on somebody else.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely. No, that's just the facts of it.
Yeah.
Oh, what's up, Denard? Who brings the sexy? Who should Bela be hooking up with? Brother Adam or Brother Alan?
Like my image says,
so
Alan Thickness.
Hey.
Thank you, my rainbow brother. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
we'll just let you speak in for Meeks there because she was
just because Alan is Alan just brings the presence. Like I can't wait for him just to grow out his hair and just stop shaving his bald head and just let it the silver hair grow out. And he's just this gonna be perfect.
He's gonna bring it. How about you? Which one? Who brings the sexy? We going Adam or Alan?
Look, I said it in our chat when we talked about it with the episode. I said it when it was me, Heidi, and the ladies, and we talked about the episode. I will always, in this arena, I will always be Team Alan. Okay? Hey. And again, for anyone that may be listening later that don't know, I am 100% bona fide loving lady. But have you looked at Alan, though?
Thick.
And again, no smoke to Adam. No smoke to Adam. He is beautifully dark chocolate smooth. Exactly. The complexion and this is flawless. I know if I put my hand on his face, it's gonna slide off and be as soft as a baby's butt. Okay. But have you seen Alan though? That is a beefy, thick, tall tree of a specimen right there.
And tortured looking, like his face is always tortured looking, like he always has that tortured look on his face.
And with that, he rises.
Yes.
And y'all might not understand the significance of that line, but Daynard, I know you do.
Yes.
Because we were on that wavelength. Still I rise. Still he rises. That's what I'm saying. And first of all, that's also canon. I know a lot of folks were trying to fight me on that, but no, that's also canon. I will say though, I did stand corrected because I didn't think that Alan was actually feeling Bela like that. And okay, we found out later that no, he absolutely was. But Bela has already chosen who she wants to saddle as her next rider. I'm just saying, okay. I'm gonna respect that woman's wishes.
A kiss is not a ring. A kiss is a kiss. We don't know what's happening yet.
Okay, but they did a little bit more than kiss, bruh.
I saw it.
You think Bela is doing any of that half-ass? No, that shit went all the way home run for both of them.
I'm not counting on
she was not thinking of looking back. She had no eyes for Adam at all in any interaction. He had eyes for her, but that was not mutual.
I think she was just kind of there, and my man walked up, and she's like, "Oh, wait," and grabbed her and kissed her.
Nah,
I feel Adam was on his way to doing the same damn thing, and she's like, "Oh, what? Two? Oh shit! Now I got options. Wait, I got options."
Nah. At no point in time did she ever look like she was like, "Oh wait, I got options." No, he stepped to her, and I will give Adam kudos because he's got balls. He was kind of doing it in a little roundabout way, but she caught the tea immediately and she smiled very happily.
Yes.
As you know, it looked like a smile of, you know, a first love that's like in the beginning stages of really going into being something real and strong. And she was like, "Oh, I know your brother told you what happened." And Alan was like, "Well, what you mean, my brother,
Tell me what?
girl?"
Brother,
and
what?
the look on her face, her smile dropped immediately, like, "Oh shit, wait."
She got her on her line real quick. What you talking about, Willis? What you
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It was she was never attracted to Adam like that from the very beginning with their interactions. It's been Alan that she's been on, and he was feeling her. And yeah, that's what's gonna happen. I'm sorry to disappoint y'all, but it's not gonna be no random three-way nonsense. It's only three-way that's one-sided because Adam has a crush. That's it.
What's up, Suntavian Major? Who we want to ship Bayla with?
What's good, sis? I see
what
you.
do you think? And what's up, JD? Are you gonna go 3-on-1? Are we gonna tie it up? Who do you think that she? Because I mean, my girl.
I have no dog in this fight, bro. Nope, no dog in this fight.
The Dragon Riders got to ride. Like, you can go across the sea together. You can go across Westeros together. Like, you could just do the damn thing and do things other.
Why does that matter?
Why does that matter? Okay, Auntie Nisi was a Dragon Rider. Corlys wasn't no Dragon Rider.
Nope.
What you mean?
I like those two.
But if Alan did have a dragon, that would be top tier.
Yeah, it would. That'd be a whole different situation.
But look, Viserys had a dragon, even though he didn't ride him, and like you inherited and bonded with Balerion, and you didn't fucking go out on like everywhere with him.
Balerion was scary.
But as far as we know, Emma did not have a dragon, so you know, dual dragon riders is not a prerequisite to a love story.
Yeah, true.
That's not how that works.
That's not. It is. I'm just saying it would help. It wouldn't hurt the situation. Those two being able to ride out together and do the thing like Daemon and Rhaenyra used to do.
I am sure. I mean, Daemon and Rhaenyra and Daemon and Laena also did. Actually, I think we saw it first with Laena. However, that doesn't. You know, that doesn't change what we saw, though.
As those bombs, I'm still staying. I saw Adam first. I called Adam first. Alan came in out of nowhere.
Nope.
Piping in.
To me, it was always Alan.
Oh, they talked on the beach
Casey.
one time. I did not see all of that. I was dying. Oh, let's get back into it. Whose death was more tragic, Luke's or Helena's?
Ooh.
I'm gonna give it to Dragon. What's up, Dragon?
Oh, that one's rough.
Hey, we gotta have some tough ones in here. Hey, we got House Norbridge. What's up? Good to see you. Good to see you.
I'll let you like that because she chose that. That's why I'm gonna give it to her.
Helena's? You went a little robotic there.
Yeah, I'm going because she chose hers and Lucerys did not. So I'm gonna go with Helena's.
Yeah, I might have to go with Helena. Book Helena and TV show Helena. It was just tragic. Either like both ways around it. Like read two different reasonings, but both just tragic because she didn't deserve it.
Well, here we go. I'll just have to jump in to see if we can tie it up before AK gives it. But I'm gonna go with little Luke. My man was just out there trying to be a little man, trying to be a little soldier for his mom, like trying to get this one trying to bother nobody. Tries to get up on his dragon and just gets chomped by the big beast in the east. That ain't right. There's nothing nice about this little boy getting chomped up in the air and spit down in the lake. I was like,
no, I get that. Trust me. That's why it took me a minute to freaking decide.
I was like, holy shit. I thought Luke's was way more tragic. You just got kinslayed by a dragon, ate by a dragon. Like, you didn't choose this. You're just trying to do your job and soldier on. And what happened? Oh, man, brutal. What's up, AK? Can we tie it up or are we going 3-1?
I don't know. Like, when it comes to Viserys, and when that situation happened on our discussions, I said this, like, I feel like he could have been a bit more assertive. And when I say assertive, that's not to try to match Aemon at all. I mean, he could have looked at Lord Baratheon and be like, yo, bro, I need you to send this raven to Dragonstone real quick. And what that raven would have said, like, hey, moms, can you have Uncle Daddy come pick me up, please? Because it's some random shit going on. Amon over here being on bullshit. And like, you told me not to fight or be disrespectful, and I'm trying to, adhere to that.
Your words.
So it would be better like if I had an escort home. And we already know that if Amon turn around and Damon is sitting there looking at him like, bitch, what you want? Fuck up, I dare you. He's gonna back down. So if that would have been done, this shit would have turned out different. Also, if he would have just stayed in that little gulch, that tiny little space that we saw, where he could have just sat down there, and Vagar couldn't get in there, he would have been okay. Eventually, and it wouldn't have been even too long, there would have been a search party coming from Dragonstone to fight him, and I think they would have found him pretty easily because he wasn't like that far from.
Oh man, was just trying to get home to mom at that point.
Well, he was, but that's why I say I think Helena is the more tragic one, because she saw no escape but death.
Oh,
there's
so tragic.
Everyone, right? Exactly. Everyone was trying to pull her in some different direction because of how special she was. And what she did was she actively chose to not do harm. And the only way she could not do harm to anyone was to take herself out the game, to remove her piece from the wizard's chessboard. And that's what she did. That's why I think it's so much more tragic than Lucerys, and it's even so much more heroic.
And as we're both saying, don't get twisted out there. They're both tragic.
So
yeah.
What'd you say?
Both tragic.
Anybody in the chat
going tragic?
Wanted that. Well, okay, but see, that fight ultimately was not even between Aemon and Lucerys. It was between Vagar and Arix.
Well, it was between Vagar, Luke, and Arix, because I'd have to go with Luke.
Arix was already bucking up, and Luke was in there like, Lakiri. Okay, bitch, yo, listen to me, obey. And he stopped listening. So hey,
what's up,
the fight should not have happened. The fight should not have happened, but I think Helena has the more tragic and also valiant death, because she chose to just take herself out versus being used as a tool to harm the masses.
Yeah.
Helena, she had a life of mostly suffering, being married to Aegon.
Yes.
So that's brutal. Yeah. Oh, poor Helena. Oh,
even being rumored to be a bastard, which we know he was a bastard, but on paper he was not. Even with all that, he still had a very cushy life. Helena did not.
Yeah, even in the book, even thinking of her death in the book, like she losing her children the way she did, which is apt. Her and Rhaenyra kind of shared. That's why I'm also kind of pissed at Rhaenyra in the sense of like how she treated Helena, because they lived such a dual life of losing children the way they've lost them was so tragic. And Helena was so much more sensitive that she was like, I can't live this life anymore without the children. I lost them so tragically that I just had to leap, and it was just like heart-wrenching.
Yeah, and I said that a lot in our discussions. Like, if Rhaenyra would have came to her and spoken to her like a big sister, this whole thing could have been different.
But she had a lot on her mind. She's thinking about some things, not trying to coddle her little sister, and her little sister was married to the one who tried to steal her throne. But we all know that wasn't her fault.
That wasn't her fault. Exactly. She was not as fault. And then that's the folly of Rhaenyra here, is she's placing blame and taking her anger and grief out on people that don't deserve to be in that spot. And that's not just Helena, that's also Baela.
Well, it's insane that this should be an absolutely happier question. But whose death was more satisfying, Krispy Kreme's or Ormond's?
Ormond's. just the knife right up the ass. That was perfect. Just the way it all happened was like he slashed Roddy's arm and the blood splattered everywhere. And all you just see is Orman realizing, just started gagging. He was like, oh my gosh, this is disgusting. And then couldn't recuperate enough where he just got mauled. It was just perfect. It was just so satisfying.
Apple fucking from the north. What's up, AK? How you feel about it?
No, I will go last on this one. JD, tap in. What you got?
So good.
I was extremely happy when Cole finally died, but this most satisfying was definitely Orman, because proper fucking from the north. That's hard to beat. That was a good one. I mean, I think I pretty much belly laughed when that happened.
I think he
just did it all.
Kill was better and obviously a lot cooler, but I think the more satisfying death for me was Krispy Kreme's. He wanted to go out in a blaze of glory and all this valiant and have songs sang about him. He didn't get 2 words out of his mouth before he got shot the fuck up like a pincushion. Like, no, you are dead.
Black Alley was like, bitch, if you don't shut the fuck up
Game
right now,
over.
Like, bro, you have no grounds to speak here. Just and he was so damn cocky going into that scene. Like, what if I say, like, 2 of y'all against me, and that'll help make it more fair for y'all. And especially with what he said to G Wayne before he left, encoded into that basically is, yes, I brought everybody on my own personal suicide mission quest, and one day people are going to talk about this in history, and they're going to write songs about me, and your sister probably going to hear that song, and she going to remember how great our romance was. And G Wayne was like, bitch, you know what? Fuck this shit. I'm out. No, thank you. And I cackled. And I saw some folks were telling me in the comments, like, bro, you sound like a little maniacal with that laugh. And I mean, well, look, it is what it is. I'm not going to apologize for that.
It was perfect.
I did find that to be very funny, because he was in the middle of his bullshit, and Black Alley was like, you know what? That's enough. Bang, right under the eyeball. Oh, you don't know what's happening. Oh, bang, right in your shoulder. Bang, right there again to your face.
He said, all right, let's get it. Whoop, 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 and shot it like nothing.
You had the most unceremonious death thus far, with that handkerchief favor that you were holding, meaning nothing. It will be lost in the wind. No songs will be written. Nobody will remember you except as a random fuckboy. And then we get over here to Ormond, and I also cackled when this death happened, but it was made even better, and I'm giving this win to Ormond's death, because also, just from how it happened, you thought you had the trump card and you didn't, and you went in and you finally found what was supposed to be your trump card, and you gagged and almost threw up because you couldn't deal with him being in the privy, like passed out, and you insulted him again. You treated him exactly like how you criticized Damon for treating him. And you expected him to still be faithful to you. You should have never, this was not the one that you needed to go to. He was the weakest willed, but also he's a random fuck shit dude. You should have known not to put any type of trust in him. You don't even like these dragons like that. You thought like this was gonna be a good idea,
right? That was a crazy
for
part.
This bullshit. Like and yeah, exactly. And that's the nonsense part. But then we get up here to this ruin, and I knew it was gonna be Roddy, our boy, Rowdy the Ruin, was gonna be the one to take him out. I said it for a couple different times in our streams, and yeah, this was so fucking satisfying, and it was great. I cackled, and right behind him, after he got that stab up the bum, when when Ulf came through with the dragon. What was our boy doing? Rowdy was over there, Orman
hands in the
like,
air.
Oh shit, damn it, I'm about to die. But our boy Roddy was out there, arm out, because he had already lost one arm out with a big fucking smile on his face. Like, oh yes, finally.
Finally.
What's up, Chris?
And this man told us that he was here to die for the Dragon Queen, and this was his most epic end that he was looking for. And that's why his name is in the books, in the history books.
What a wild dedication. Like, your whole dedication to life is, hey, I'm going to grow old. And as soon as I get old, I'm going to go ahead and dedicate my life to dying. It's wild work.
And you know why? Because the North goes hard like that, okay?
Yep.
They're about that life.
The North goes hard when they leave and they say they go hunting in the harshest of winters. That means they just leaving, so they're not another mouth to feed, and the younger generation can have more food. Sometimes they survive, but most times they don't.
That's just
you
awesome.
know what? Yeah, can you highlight what Dominica just said right there, DJ? That right there. And if you know anything about Trekkie things like I do, that is a 100% correct statement.
That is fact.
Facts.
Listen, man, I guess Euron should have consulted Roddick the Ruin on them fingers, if you get me.
Oh gosh,
you motherfucker right. You right.
But I still say
makes him look like a little boy.
I still like Krispy Kremes as more satisfying because I would have liked more Orman. Orman he's the guy you like to hate. I wanted more scenes with him. I'm with Jake. I was done watching Krispy Kreme. I was ready for him to go. I was very satisfied that he was gone. Orman, I could deal with him next season. I like that. That actor was killing it. He was just ridiculous with his. But good to hear both sides, all sides. Insane. Who was the worst family member, Larry's or Allison? What's up, JD? Who was first? Oh, AK, you went right without trying to kill sons. That's pretty horrible.
Yeah.
Bruh, I'm just saying, like, from day one, this bitch has been on nonsense. She was a little bit cool when her and Rhaenyra had their, quote unquote bestie friendship. And also, secret lovers, because I don't know if y'all caught that coding, but both of them said the undertones were purposely played up to lead to that. So all y'all folks that try to jump in my DMs and claim there was no romance between them, fuck y'all. But both the actresses said bullshit. No, there was.
No, there was.
So yeah, there absolutely was, and she has been fucking up since then. Up to seducing her dad for power, up to thinking that she was actually going to have some say in something like bitch, Otto said it, bro. They're long laid plans. You were never properly needed except to get to a certain point. So yeah, we're going to crown your son without you. You will have no share in the game. You get no company shares. You have no equity in the stocks. None of that.
Absolutely insane. Oh, Dominica said Larry's burned all his kin, and that's just it. I mean, at least Allison was trying to give some nice little poison, just nice and easy. This man burnt you alive. Oh, that can't be nice.
And one thing I will say, even though I don't like Allison, I will say she at some point at least has some remorse in the sense, and she's kind of wrestling with the fact that yes, I'm killing my children. I'm attempting to murder my children.
But she still does it. That's what I'm saying. Like, she still does it though. There's no attempt. She does.
Yeah, that's true. But then Lara straight up just like with no remorse, just straight up like, all right, yeah, I'll kill my brother and my dad. That's cool.
Absolutely insane.
So that's a tricky one. Yeah, I have to say Laris.
Laris, yeah, we got a Laris, we got a Allison. What's up? That's Ty JD. Who is the worst family member?
I know. I've listened to both arguments, and I'm still sitting here going, they're both freaking horrible people.
Yeah.
Damn.
I mean, Allison didn't like none of her kids, and the minute that she saw there was an avenue where
the sad part is
kind of get out unscathed, then she took that, and all those avenues meant one of her kids was going to die.
The sad part is she raised them that way. That's the problem.
Facts.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go with Allison just for the fact that she turned around and raised her kids as spoiled little freaking brats, and then hated them for the men and women they turned out to be. We saw she didn't hate Elena, but she hated him, and then she hated Aegon. Bad.
Yeah. As she was covering up for all of Smeagon's crimes of raping and molesting the ladies that worked in the castle.
Yeah. So I'm going to have to go with Alicent on that one.
Oh, Larry's burnt all his skin. Still, Larry's lit him on fire, but just dye a hair. Larry's did have one great speech. He's like, Alicent hated Rhaenyra for openly doing what she did behind
that
doors.
part.
Yeah, that is true. That part.
You tried to condemn this woman for shit that you were also doing.
Yeah.
It's like Larry's, I think. Isn't it close? I mean, isn't it tough? But Alicent killed her kids, though. But he lit them on fire alive. Like,
I may have to switch and go Alicent. Yeah, that's rough.
I'm saying, okay, but Loras, like, at least with Loras, I can understand his political moves.
Correct.
But Alicent, bro, you are literally just harming and damaging your children from day one.
She was just a bad fucking mother.
Smeagol, you knew that Smeagol was over here assaulting people left and right. And what was your response to that? Give them a bag of coins and some tansy tea and make them leave the castle. Like, literally boot them out to go fend for themselves on the streets.
Absolutely ridiculous.
That was your solution, covering all that shit up. And then when Smeagol starts getting in his feelings, like, y'all never trained me to do nothing. Like, bitch, let's continue to do nothing then, dumbass. Okay, just sit there and eat your food. We'll take care. You have capable people in there. He's supposed to be the king. He's the one that's supposed to have the ultimate say. But you over here doing this fuck shit. And Auntie Nisi tried to school her on that shit real early, but she didn't want to listen.
Nope.
His family didn't expect it, but Alicent raised her kids to be suspicious of everyone. Yeah, I mean,
and none of them listened.
I mean, the Strong's were just trying to live their life. Like, that was ruthless.
The foot fetish part was crazy. Dominica, that's wild.
Right. See, all of this fucking piety and humbleness and all that fuck shit you talk about with the seven, and you over here fucking the head of the King's Guard right now. You are literally fucking the same dude that your ex-girlfriend fucked, and you blaming her for doing the shit while you're doing the same thing with the same dude. Get the fuck out of here, Alicent.
Did Alicent have a troubled upbringing?
A troubled upbringing? No, explain.
Well, as hell.
No, you explain
troubled
yourself right now, Jake. Define troubled in your vocabulary.
I gotta go with this.
What was troubled about it?
I'm with them on this one, Jake. I don't think she had a troubled upbringing. She
didn't raise them to be smart. She barely raised them at all. And that's the thing that me, Meeks, and Lady D have said from the very beginning. Alicent don't like none of her kids.
Alicent was cruel, making Rhaenyra show her the babies immediately after the babies are born.
Immediately.
Walk after giving birth. Yeah, that was ruthless.
Literally just because she could pull rank as queen and demand that of her.
And to try to show her up in front of her father, like, you see what I see, right?
And Viserys was like, no.
And the thing was, it never even mattered because Viserys said, that's my heir.
Yep.
It does not fucking matter what kid she has after. She is still the one that is supposed to be on the throne after me. And what they didn't show is in the books, he did threaten, if anybody else want to talk shit, I will cut your fucking tongue out. And he had to take a couple of them tongues because people tried him. And they found out real quickly, like, no, he is very staunchly supportive of this. The man got out of his fucking sick deathbed and hobbled his little Gollum ass over to the meeting in the throne room to say, hey, why the fuck are we here talking about some shit that I already told y'all dumbasses what the fuck my law was on it?
Didn't I already speak on this? What? I gotta repeat myself?
I already told you motherfuckers what it was. You got me out of my fucking sick bed for this shit?
That's true. My only other thing with that piece would be, and I don't know logistically if this could have worked the way that I'm thinking, but with how sick Viserys was, and he knew he was on death's doorstep, couldn't he have just immediately have said, hey, no, like, we're gonna crown Rhaenyra right now?
Maybe
he could have,
and just been done, and just have said it, and just been done with it.
You're correct. He could have done that, and that is one of the reasons why I will always blame this shit squarely on Viserys. Right. I will also, though, say this was a folly for Jaehaerys as well, because Jaehaerys committed
started back then
by actually putting Auntie Nisi on the throne, because she literally was the more legitimate heir
100%
ahead of Viserys.
100%. But yeah, that didn't work out at all. Her father pimped her out to an old man. Yeah, it was falling apart. Well, he wasn't quite falling apart at the time, and she wasn't really. That wasn't an upbringing. Like she was a woman grown by then. Pretty.
Exactly.
I mean,
you can only say that to a certain point. Yes, it did start with her with Otto's machinations, but after a point, that became Allison's machinations and her absolutely, buying into the co-op of that regime.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't put all of that on Otto. Eventually, yeah, it was also Allison being complicit in doing this shit.
Sarah's heart was in the right place. Yeah, he should not. He should.
He just didn't enforce it the right way.
Yeah.
Like, I think you know what? I think what Viserys forgot is Jaehaerys got what he did and all those peace times and all that growth and prosperousness for the realm because he went to war to handle that. And Viserys didn't have to go to war to get what he got.
No.
True.
Died, Viserys named Rhaenyra his heir again. So stupid to think he'd suddenly change his name to Aegon. No, she just wanted it. She heard what she wanted to hear.
Yeah.
Exactly. Because even if he did say Aegon, there's a whole other fucking Aegon sitting right over there playing with some blocks in the corner.
Right. Even when Viserys talked to him
how you know it was your Aegon instead of that
Aegon's
other Aegon?
Coming out the ears.
Craziness.
Yeah, madness and mayhem. Leave Viserys alone.
Leave it. No, absolutely not, John. Nope. I will never leave Viserys alone because Viserys was fucking up from day one.
How come Corlys is not mad that Ormond chopped up his brother? Because he knew he had it coming.
How come Corlys is not exactly what you mean? Uncle Black and Mal was trying to usurp Corlys.
Exactly. Yeah. Trying to usurp his heir.
Why would he be mad about that? Even if Daemon had not taken him out that day at court, the minute he woke up, Auntie Nisi was going to give him the full morning report like Zazu in The Lion King. Hey. And then Uncle C would have probably went to Daemon like, bitch, what the fuck?
And she
Either
did.
way, Daemon was going to have to answer for that shit. No, and it would have ended in death.
Yeah, Rhaenys even told him when he was in his sick bed. He was like, "Yeah, your brother tried to usurp you, and he lost his time. He lost his whole net for it."
Exactly. Has a little decency that Aegon ran kitty cage fights and pleasured himself out the castle window. So.
Look, you know what that just reminded me of a random little joke. Like one of my favorite. First of all, House of the Dragon has had some of the best memes of the whole Planetos realm that we have gotten from George's works. There was a meme I saw where it showed Aemon in his younger teenage form, where he was standing at the window doing what he do, and the caption was Aegon has pushed more kids out a window than Jaime.
Ooh. Facts.
And I know that sounds morbid and ridiculous as fuck, but it's 100% true.
It's true.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
That is
diabolical, but still true.
Because Corlys had claimed
exactly, Dominica.
100%.
Daemon
was hard.
Daemon was one.
Jaehaerys was a hard ass in his youth with a big ass.
He was.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because Jaehaerys said, "Okay, I'm not going to listen to y'all."
He also had a queen next to him that was constantly telling him, "You need to still recognize the power of the women in this family."
Correct.
And where they are in the ruling. There were two divorces that are named in history as like the great divides between the two of them. Mm-hmm. And both those times, it was because Jaehaerys was on fuck shit with women.
Yep.
They need to stop naming the kids the same thing. They need to stop naming all these characters the same thing.
Right. It's not even all the kids. Seriously. There's a fucking, isn't there like a Rhaegar Frey? Also, stop using all them names. Vaemon was warned, exactly. He was warned several times. All the way up until my man, I will always call him like my favorite, the Rogue Prince, the Doctor Who of Westeros. Say it. Say that shit one more time. I dare you. I double dare you.
We got just a couple more. We're going to bring it back one. This one's a little different, but who was the more helpful maester, Alice or Orwell?
Or a while.
Yeah. Well.
Because he spoke up when he needed to speak up. Yeah, and say what he needed to say when he needed to say it, and then shut up.
I don't even need to think about that or a while, because to give a bit more context, I think to what Thanar just said. He said what he needed to say and then shut up. Is basically he answered the question accurately. Yeah. And anything that was not needed to be said in that moment, he did not speak it because it could have tumbled into some other thing in a different conversation. And he knew that he needed to be very precise with his words. And he was able to do that. And I seriously adore that he has been able to navigate this political system. There are very few maesters like him. There are very few maesters that I will ever give any type of shine to. Maester Orwell is one of them. Maester Aemon is one of them. What's my boy that went across the narrow sea and trained in Ashai and like all of the magical places in Essos. In the histories, what's his name?
Let's start with an M.
Not Barth.
No, doesn't start with
the one that's in the Game of Thrones story right in modern day. Who?
Oh, Pycelle? No, I mean
no, absolutely no, hell no. No, the one that was saying like who, I forget who they was talking to, but he was saying like, who the fuck do you think killed the dragons the first time?
Oh, what's his name?
That dude. What the fuck? Oh, what the fuck is his name?
I have a clue.
He said no one to be quiet is why his head's still on his shoulder. Out to Orwell. He said Orwell, he is doing what he thinks is right. Alice is playing in her own interest. Orwell is a better man, not necessarily very loyal to royalty.
I mean, Maester Orwell. I mean, Maester.
It's an important.
Go ahead. Sorry.
I was just gonna say, what about Alice? The fact that she went out and killed O'Tully, so Oscar could come up and be the new Lord, so Rhaenyra could actually get her army and get this shit in gear and actually have a fight in this race. That's a pretty big thing. Orwell never did no shit like that. He just ran some potions back and forth and killed it. Yeah, Marwyn. I said it started with an M, didn't I?
Yeah. Maester Marwyn. Those are like the only three. Like I'll give an honorable mention to Maester Luwin because he was legit trying to look out for the Stark kids to a point. But telling Bran that magic and all that other stuff does not exist was folly.
Yeah, he should never said that.
But Orwell, Marwyn, and Aemon, those three motherfuckers, yes.
Orwell's just passing notes and potions. Orwell is passing notes and potions. Alice is getting armies together for people. Like that seems a little more helpful to me. Yeah, she went out and killed Tully. So basically, Daemon could get the army to give to Rhaenyra to march on Tumbleton and actually have a fight in the horse. Or a fight in this race.
And you think she was doing that to help Rhaenyra?
I'm not saying she did it to help.
She did that to help herself.
She did it though. It was more helpful for Rhaenyra than anything Orwell has done for her.
I don't see the reasoning on that of her doing that to help anything for Rhaenyra at all. She don't even like Rhaenyra. She literally is mad that she can't get Harrenhal just on a word.
That's why she doesn't like Rhaenyra, because she got Rhaenyra her entire army and then got slapped in the face when she asked for payment. Like, no. Daemon didn't even take her request to Rhaenyra.
Right. Like, so technically it was Daemon that made that choice.
Yeah, but still, she's like, oh, these people, fuck them. Let me go to the other side. I literally gave them everything they had other than their dragons, and this is the respect I get? I don't know. I think Alice is a bigger deal than you guys are giving her credit for. I'll tell you that.
I have never said that she isn't a big deal. She's actually a character that I very much like in the books, and also even still here, because she's doing some next level witchy type shit. But I don't think she was better. She is more into everything for herself
Oh, for sure. I'm not
and
saying
for how she can prosper on her way. And Orwell is literally just a dude trying to go in and do the best job that he can with the things that he is given to work with. That's it. He's the more honest of the two.
Oh, there's no doubt about that either, but I don't think that was a question. What's up, Chris? We need an old Valerian TV series so we can see the ritual and how these dragons link with the humans. I would love that. That'd be amazing.
Bro, I've been saying that from the beginning because the earliest mention of Valerians and dragons that we have are from the History and Lore. I think it was from season 1, History and Lore. If you have those Blu-rays or like Ultra DVDs, you have that, or you can find it on YouTube. Is where the Valerians were just like random ass farmers in the land, and they looked up on some dragon eggs, and that's what kickstarted their power.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I would love to see how they bonded with those first dragon eggs and how they found them in the first place.
Ares played both. Yeah, absolutely. Ares played both sides like Larry's did. Ares, Larry's, Marwayne, G-Wayne, bringing it home. Do you call him G-Wayne?
Wait, you said Ares played both sides? Which Ares?
Yes, Haymaker. He is a G, 100%.
Oh yeah, we're fans of G-Wayne. You know, if y'all didn't know.
Damon screwed that up. I can't even remember where we're at when he was talking that. G-Wayne is pretty cool. Plus, the Ho Chat has been calling him G-Wayne. Oh yeah, I couldn't help myself.
Exactly, yeah, G-Wayne, yeah.
That from what, episode 2?
Mm-hmm.
Orwell just wants to live. Hey,
exactly. That's why he's doing the job.
And he's doing it great, fantastic. I'm just saying, like, who is more helpful?
He's a survivor.
I just feel like
exactly. He's a survivor, which is why he got Allison that last little favor. It's like, look, the regime has changed. I would love to like keep helping you. However, I need to make sure that I'm actually working for the boss that I'm supposed to be serving, and I can't be seen with you doing anything because I'm not trying to muddy those waters. Okay, you're the queen, dowager, whatnots. I respect that. However, she is the queen. Period. And that's where I'm going.
I need to keep my black job.
Hey,
exactly. Hey. Exactly.
I gotta play both sides.
Because if y'all don't know the formula, normally the black folk would be dead by now.
Like the book said, and older people brought jagged knowledge to the old Valerians. How many people do you think can speak Valerian in King's Landing? Is it just the dragon lords? I mean, the maesters have to be able to teach it to the kids, right?
I think the maesters do know it, but I don't think they actively teach it.
I think that's the dragon
wranglers. Wow. Yeah, the dragon wranglers, they speak it because as far as we've seen, they only speak Old Valerian. But I don't think the maesters. I did at one point in time think that like all of the High Lords learned Valerian, but that I believe that was proven to be untrue.
Yeah, no, I don't believe that's it.
So yeah, the maesters, I think they have the basics of the language, but they don't actively teach it to anyone because they don't want that. Magic is a thing they do not want to exist in the world because they can't control it.
House Lorberts thinks some of the faiths speak it, at least some of the higher ups. What do you think? Who else do you think knows how to speak the High Valerian out there in King's Landing, Denard?
I would say just the Dragon Lords and the Dragon Keepers that know it that would be able to speak it fluently.
They got those dirty ass dragon tamers out there coming in and teaching the little kids how to speak it.
I think so. And then I'm thinking the kids may learn it that may be actually their first language, and then they're learning everything else after, like in succession of each other.
No, I believe that. Well, they can speak it, except for Aegon. He can't talk about shit.
Aegon just happened to miss his lessons.
Aegon never cared about it that much, but all the way up until from now all the way up to modern day Game of Thrones times, Viserys was able to teach Dany High Valerian, so that stayed a staple thing with House Targaryen. Even without the dragons, they always learned all of those kids. They learned Old Valerian.
Maybe older siblings that was their job to teach it to younger siblings.
Probably.
Not enough to tell you.
I mean, not even. No, I don't even think it was older siblings. I think just whatever teachers they had for the kids throughout the years, all of them learned Old Valyrian because that was like their staple language. They wanted them to make sure that they could be seen and shown to be apart from the rest of the realm because they had that secret language to speak.
I kind of love what Chris is saying.
Yeah, I
know what to do with Valyrian steel since they can put it on their maester chains. Yeah, whenever somebody.
Exactly. Yeah, the maesters absolutely know, and that's the thing with the Valyrian steel chain. You only get that because the test for getting that link is you have to be able to activate a black candle, which actively proves you can use a form of magic in that world. Like they want that power, they just don't want other people to know that power exists.
I think you just have to study. I don't think you have to activate it. I think most of them go in there and find out that they can't activate it, but they have to study it. And basically they have to spend the night with it, and they come out basically with just cut fingers.
Yes.
Nobody's ever been able to activate it.
Hey, Maker, that comment is wild.
Maester Marwyn, and also, if I remember correctly, Maester Lewin, they both have Valyrian links, which means they were both able to light the black candle.
I don't think Alistair kids are fluent in Old Valyrian. They're Aemon is. Aemon speaks it like
Aemon is. Aegon, I think he knows enough to be functional, but Aegon and Helena, I think both speak it very fluently.
Yeah, Aemon was rolling it off. He was talking to his brother.
I'm sorry. Yeah,
Aegon sounded like a 3-year-old.
Aegon doesn't speak it that well, but Aemon and Helena, they speak it very fluently.
He was fluent Dragonese.
Yeah. Fluent Dragonese, yeah. Mm-hmm. Correct.
I don't know about Helena. You think Helena can speak it?
No, I think Helena definitely can speak it.
I think she probably can too, just because, I mean, she studied and knows about the bugs, and she's probably good in class, so I bet she can.
Luna, everyone has seen this comparison. If you're a Harry Potter fan, this is why we always refer to Helena as like Helena Lovegood, because she's the Luna Lovegood of this show. And what house is Luna Lovegood in? Ravenclaw. What is Ravenclaw famous for being? The most learned motherfuckers in ever.
Feel it.
And if Helena was in that world, she would be House Ravenclaw.
True.
Oh, what do you think? Which madam did more for the small folk, Mysaria or Sylvie? What do you think?
Sylvie.
Yeah, Sylvie all the way around.
Because Sylvie never forgot where she came from. Sylvie's like, hey, I got my ear to the people. That's what really matters, and I'm not going to overinflate my ego.
I mean, remember when the White Worm was still living out there and doing it and running things, and you still think it was Sylvie who got it? I mean, it was the White Worm that was getting the messages from the castle and making things happen. And then she gets in with Rhaenyra and starts getting Rhaenyra to not only not pay the gold cloaks, but to give the money out to the little people. Like, I mean, did Sylvie ever pull big moves like that? And Denard, I don't know. You don't know me as well as everybody else. I always go against what everybody else says.
Oh yeah, I figured.
Always, yeah. Right, yeah. Literally, this is why when I say me and DJ love tinfoil, we do. And when I say the only motherfucker that comes up with crazier shit than I do in tinfoil is DJ, this is what I mean. He will always play a fantastic devil's advocate.
No, I appreciate it. It's good.
Definitely always trying to get
so I am going to say Sylvie still had it better because yes, again, I will acknowledge that Mysaria was on her game for a while. However, it's not clearly shown that in the previous seasons that Mysaria was doing what she was doing for the small folk, because the moves that she was making would mostly benefit her than other people. I think she tapped into trying to do things for the small folk here in this season because she saw that could be like a greater presence for her to start trying to build a power base. But she also wasn't even really good at it then because how the fuck was that whole network of spies operating and you didn't know nothing about it with Ormond?
That's why
that's what I'm saying. So, you know, Right, exactly. So, Lady Sylvie comes in, she starts hearing this fuck shit speech and clocks the tea immediately. Like, bitch, what? Are you actually talking to me about this nonsense, girl? Look, I'm gonna need you just go ahead and correct yourself, okay? You have changed, and this is not a change that I will negotiate with, because you are on fuck shit right now. That's probably gonna get me and a bunch of other small folks killed. So I'm gonna go ahead and exit stage left and handle what I can handle, boots on the ground in Flea Bottom, and cut this shit off where I can. Yeah. So I'm definitely giving the edge to Sylvie on that.
So, but again, Sylvie never fed the entire city. Like, hey, I'm gonna make.
Are you sure?
Hungry? Yeah. Where would she be able?
I think she's been. She may not have done anything for the gold cloaks, but I think she has been keeping a lot of the small folk tempered within this time frame that Rhaenyra has come to the throne.
Like,
because she could have been a whole lot worse. We've seen what the small folk of King's Landing can do.
And even before they came to King's Landing and gave out food, weren't the barges of food Mysaria's idea? So she's been going big for the small folk and doing it big for a minute. And I don't think Sylvie's been able to quite do that much for them. I mean, she tries to have their back and she tries whining to the queen, but what's she getting done? Nothing. The queen just leaves the room. So what is Sylvie really doing?
You could say the same thing for Mysaria. What is she actually doing?
She told the queen to feed him. She told the queen not to pay the gold cloaks and and give the money to the people.
That's one time.
That's 3 different times, and that's huge. What has Sylvie done that's come close to that? He's like, I'm gonna have to go with the white worm because I can't remember Sylvie. Sylvie's the one who was in there trying to get Rhaenyra to do something about the girl that was taken.
Sylvie was the one that read Mysaria for filth in that scene in the throne room.
She's the one screwing Aemon. Speech, but that's it. He's like, but we might be forgetting about how Mysaria got Otto to stop fighting the pits. Oh, to stop the fighting pits.
That was a masterful move. Yeah. Again, I will give flowers where they're due. That was a masterful move.
I'm trying to contradict Aemon suggest. So yeah, exactly. I think we might not love Mysaria, but I do think she's done more for the small folk than Sylvie has. Only because she had the means to. She had the ear of the queen and got Rhaenyra to do some shit that Sylvie just had no connections with.
But it was reckless shit, because look at where we are at now.
Exactly.
Absolutely. And that's why
the gold cloaks are gone.
The gold cloaks are gone, and we got absolute madness and mayhem. What's up, JD? What do we need to see in season 4? What do you think they're going to cut out? What can't they cut out? Like, what do you need to see happen?
I definitely want to see the battle of the God's Eye with the fight in the God's Eye. Like, I want to see Aemon and Daemon by themselves, no arm. Those two fucking go at it.
Mm-hmm.
That's the finale, probably.
What? Hold on, DJ. Actually,
it can't be the finale.
I would like to amend that question, because before JD jumped in when we were talking backstage. JD, do you think Aemon is actually going to leave Harrenhal at any point in time? Because we were thinking like because Aegon went there, and we know that he's supposed to be at Dragonstone at some point to take Rhaenyra out, but with how things are going now, is he actually going to take Aemon with him? Because we still don't know where Vhagar is. So how would that scenario come to point?
This is what my concern is. That's the reason I want this final fight, but I don't think it's going to happen. I honestly believe, and this could be just me, it could happen in a different way, but I think the second battle of Tumbleton is when we're going to get Daemon versus Aemon, and we're going to have a huge battle going on at the same time.
Oh, that'd be sick.
I think that's how they're going to work it in. I don't think we're going to get the one-on-one fight. I think they're going to combine those two, and that's how we're going to do it. How's Vhagar? I think we're going to kind of see that connection that we saw with Aegon and Sunfire. I think eventually Vhagar is going to fill Aemon later. Well, actually need her, because he's got to go fight. I mean, his brother's making him go fight. So,
where do you think Vhagar is?
Honestly, I have no idea. I think she's
we
close,
all think that she's glamour. Yeah, she's close, but
I think she's glamour. Because, like, if you think about it, there's a scene, I can't remember if it's episode 3 or 4. It's when when Amy gets stabbed. He, like, the camera's coming down over the rocks of where the castle sits, and then you got those rocks, and it kind of like pans down, and you hear a dragon roar, and then it goes to Aemon in the bed. It literally, if you pay attention to that scene, I can't remember. It's right after he gets stabbed in the back. The camera will literally pan down over the rocks and start running down. You'll hear a dragon, like, not roar, but you'll hear it like breathing, like she breathes, because she breathes real deep, and then it goes to Aemon. So she might just be cloaked and still there, and Alice is hiding her.
Right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, because he seems to kind of hear every now and then. So yeah, I actually love that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and goes there and goes looking for her every now and then.
Yeah.
Dominic, I would
absolutely. I hate to do this. I got to get off here, guys. I had work tens today, and then I had to go on a call out at freaking 7:30. So I got to bounce out.
Brother. Appreciate you.
Absolutely great seeing you, bro.
And we're gonna be wrapping it up here pretty quick too. But Dominic, that's peace out, busy, brother.
Love you.
That was going to be that's where I was going to go with it if they were taking the other side of it. I would have definitely done that and said that, hey, she's the one that came in and kept Aemon mellow every other time, because every time Aegon made him mad, he would come in there whining, wanting to go ham, and she's like, hey, every time you go ham, it's a small folk that struggle. So we didn't want to see that. God's Eye is pretty much the only thing. I don't know about the only thing. I need to see Ulf get his ass beat.
I want to see all of it. Yes. Mm-hmm.
It is.
Yeah.
But the God's Eye will definitely be the most epic for sure. Battle above the guy. And then, yes, they better not yada yada. We hope. Don't do that. Don't do that. Vhagar will return as soon as Aemon leaves Harrenhal, probably. I don't think he'll leave, or I don't even think he'll leave. I think he's going to show up and they'll leave together. But I don't think they're leaving. I think they're going to keep everybody right there. And I think they're going to have the Battle of the God's Eye go down. I think she's going to come out pregnant. They're going to fight, and that'll be that. Vhagar seems to be wherever the other dragons aren't. And there's just too big to be that. Like, they've gone up high. They're looking. They can't find it. There's no way. It has to be in Harrenhal. People have seen Vhagar flying around burning farms. That's at night, and I think she lets them out of Harrenhal at night to feed. That would be my biggest guess for that. So, yeah, I think he gets out to feed at night, but yeah, I think it's definitely hiding out in that castle. That's why nobody can find it. And when it's time, they'll ride. Oh, man. How about you, AK? What do you absolutely need to see next season?
I mean, obviously the God's Eye. I definitely, my number one draft pick, though, is the Hour of the Wolf. You know, our boy Cregan.
Yep.
Got to come down there and chop heads and send motherfuckers to the wall. And also say, hey, I recognize that like I wasn't out on the side of this king, but there are still rules, and you motherfuckers broke the rules of engagement, so I gotta fuck y'all up too. You gotta answer for this shit. Why? Because that's just how Starks roll. Again, the Starks in this time are hard men bred for a hard time. And Cregan comes down there, and because of the shit he did as the hand of the king for literally like 1 or 2 hours of signing orders and passing judgments, he left and then snatched up all the rest of his people that was left there alive and went back home, fucked off to the north. And that is one of the most like badass things that has ever happened, not in just the history of the Starks, but in the history of the realm, period. That's why he's remembered.
So
I need to see the Hour of the Wolf. I need to see the fight on the God's Eye. I need to see when Aegon kicks it, because he actually seemingly wins after it, but it is very shortly after where you lost that. And what I've been saying from the beginning is, if you want to see who the quote unquote winner is, look at who is put in the ruling position at the end of all this.
I want to see the phrase "take Harrenhal."
I gotta see that. I don't even think that's going to be a blip in the situation, because we already know the succession mostly of rulers at Harrenhal, and the phrase don't stay really in that position.
Episode 7, Jake.
Which episode will we get the God's Eye? Yeah, episode 7. If we're getting 8 episodes for the whole season, it's going to be episode 7.
Definitely,
and
episode
then
7.
Episode 8 is where we get the Hour of the Wolf.
And they're going to rush it. How about you, Denard? Anything you need to see or want to see at the in episode 4? What do you need to see?
Definitely the God's Eye. Definitely Hugh. Which we're the way we're seeing things play out. Definitely Hugh fucking up Ulf. Definitely, but that's definitely gonna happen. I definitely want to see. So a thing no one's mentioned yet, but the battle with Bela and Aegon that happens around Dragonstone. So I want to see that play out because that's how we lose Moondancer. And I want to see the storming of the Dragon Pit. That's definitely something I want to. I definitely want to see play out.
Like that'll be the finale.
Yeah.
Also, where the fuck is Daeron?
Exactly.
Where's Daeron? And if they could just bring back, if they just want to bring one surprise and like end it on a bring back Laenor. That would be amazing.
That would be crazy,
bro. I would love that. Like it's not going to change a whole lot, but it will just add some extra weight to a few things. And
it'd be amazing.
Love that. I love that.
Like he just walks in with the boys, like baby Aegon and baby Viserys, and he's just like, "Hey."
And then that's how they end it.
You know what that just made me think of? That scene in one of the Avengers movies where Rhodey is telling this like random ass long joke, was like, "Hey, you looking for this?"
Yep.
Boom. Laenor's gonna walk in just like that. Like, hey, I heard y'all was looking for me. Oh wait, no, y'all was looking for these 2 motherfuckers too. I found them. What's good?
They're gonna end it with little Aegon the Third on the throne and sick Laenor as his
on the throne. Just after him and Jaehaera say vows that, like they said in history and lore, say vows that they really don't even know the meanings of. But
correct.
The adults around them are telling them that this is what's supposed to happen, and more specifically, the Hour of the Wolf actually ties in here because it's Cregan that makes sure this is facilitated and set in stone and locked in before he leaves and goes back to the north.
Absolutely. Oh man, it's been a blast. I'm so glad you guys came out. We're gonna chop this one right here, but we want to thank my man Denard for making it on, helping us out with this. Thanks for being here.
Yes,
inviting him back for a couple of other ones. We are going to be back next Tuesday doing the Lantern series, checking that out, seeing what that has to offer, and if it's any good. So can't wait to talk about that. And AK, anything to say out the door?
Also, shout out to our dragon brother JD. Being able to jump in. It's been a while since we've been on a panel with him. It was great for him to be here. We were going to do the Vampire Lestat today, but we had to move that. I think it's going to be either next Monday or Thursday, where me and Meeks wrap that up. We'll keep y'all posted. I think we have a trivia rescheduled for tomorrow. It's going to be Fire and Blood trivia, so come through on the Citadel trivia channel link. Actually, I don't know if DJ has a link downstairs.
Yeah, we'll try to get one of those. I gotta get that stuff.
Yeah, if you go over to my channel, AK Watch, it is in the description of all of my vids. You can find the Citadel trivia very easily, and come through for that fun times. And then we'll, again, like DJ said, we'll be here talking about lanterns. And eventually, I think me and Misa are gonna do One Piece and season 2, and also Avatar, the Netflix Avatar season 2 as well. So stay tuned for that. Percy Jackson also is coming because it's a great show. If y'all love
10 out of
10 and you're a fan of like starting at like the grassroots of some demigods and how they come to their power. Percy Jackson is a very good series to watch and also a great series to read. Rick Riordan, he's also very heavily invested with the show. It's a great series and world of mythologies that he has put together. He's connected the Egyptian pantheon, the Greek pantheon, the Roman pantheon, the Norse pantheon, like flawlessly. So go check both mediums out, the shows and the books. And that's it. We'll catch y'all either tomorrow or next week. Thank you for being here. It was a blast, DJ. Thank you for putting this together.
Yes, thank you.
Such fun. Thank you again, Daynard, that you were able to jump in. And shout out to the dragon that he was able to be here with us as well.
Absolutely. Bada boom, bada bing. That's going to do it for us. So I hope everybody out there is having an absolutely fantastic week, and it only gets better from here till we see you on the next one. We'll see you on Tuesday or tomorrow. Y'all be easy and have a great weekend. Take care.